Let's check out the garden, June 2021.
The garden vista has been such a lovely spot to visit, even though the heat wave has knocked out some plants this year. Tomato Alley continues to expand with more tomatoes, but look how lovely the okra and the corn is filling out.
Look how beautiful that is. Look at the color.
The melon plant is doing wonderful with the tomato cages. It seems like the melon plant has been growing an inch nearly every day with this recent heat wave. Future plans for this area: I need to monitor the melon plant closely to place the fruit in slings. I also want to plant some melon and artichoke with the corn. The lantern garden has tons of beans, and the marshmallow plant finally is in bloom. The lemon cucumber also has plenty of blooms, with a potential harvest in the coming month. The pepper plants that I had in the greenhouse didn't make it from the heat wave, so I planted Marker More cucumbers here instead. The aeration pots area is thriving with coneflower, beans, and sweet potatoes. This is the first time I tried growing sweet potatoes, and based on my research, they are supposed to be quite easy to grow, and they spread out wonderfully even during drought. Perhaps I will be making some sweet potato pies this year. Future plans for this area: pull out the remaining white potatoes and fill in some gaps with Malabar spinach and chard.
Lavender.
The boardwalk is finally filling out with melon, peppers, cucumbers, and tomatoes. For any seedlings that make it through the heat wave, I'll plant Malabar spinach on the outside of the tomato cages and fill in some gaps with flowers and basil. The garden path is filling up with sunset pole beans, squash, and melons. But look how happy the strawberry plant is with this asparagus. These are the same strawberry plants with the asparagus last year. One of the asparagus retired, making room for the strawberries to expand. Future plans for this area: plant peppers and place the runners in another pot to propagate more strawberries. As for Paw Crossing, some dwarf sunflowers have bloomed. I'm still considering what else to plant here to fill up the area as a sensory garden for the cat and dog. I've heard snapdragons are a wonderful option. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Due to the heat wave over the past few months, the greenhouse has been too hot to use. I need to organize it by the end of July to prepare for an autumn garden. Since the greenhouse is too hot for any sprouted seeds, I'll place them in a sunny location that gets shade in the late afternoon. The pine straw is working wonderfully as a mulch in the strawberry patch. However, the zinnias inside the garden bed have been struggling, as they really can't handle too much moisture in the soil. The coneflowers here haven't bloomed, but the foliage is so beautiful here. I'm having a really difficult time getting rid of this rutabaga plant due to the lovely large leaves that fill up this pot. The strawberries underneath aren't too happy about that shade though. The windmill that I stored in the greenhouse since last year finally has a place. It kind of reminds me of the visits I used to take to the Golden Gate Park's windmill in San Francisco. There you have it, the state of the garden, June 2021. Until next time.